workers, for mistreating the workers. So the Jewish American lawyer I was interviewing, he helped those underdogs. He helped the workers to file lawsuit against Paul Hastings' client. So he says he would not be surprised that Paul Hastings would have chosen the world's most powerful dictatorship to represent, because the CCP has money, and the CCP's money comes from the Chinese slave laborers, okay? And so all the legal fees paid for to the Paul Hastings to look, coming from the Chinese concentration camp, from the labor camps. And I also asked this Jewish American lawyer, what is the most important thing for American law practitioner? And his answer is very straightforward. It's a rule of law. Rule of law. He says no matter how powerful that person is, no matter what government position he held, there's an equal application of law. And I challenged him. I said, equal application of law only happens when you have equal amount of money to fund your lawsuit. And he agreed. He says, this is a capitalist country. There are people who don't have the money to hire the best law firm, to hire the most powerful lawyer to defend for their justice. And so that's why he really appreciates the Chinese dissidents, the victims of the Chinese Communist Party, coming out here to the Grand Central location to protest and to let people know that there are law firms like Paul Hastings who have been, helping the CCP to persecute the Chinese dissidents. And he also raised a very, very important point. He says, shouldn't this be the U.S. government job to pass legislations to place sanctions against the Chinese government officials who have been involved in the crimes against humanity? Of course, we have been hearing over and over and over again that the members from the Congress, from the Senate, from the U.S. Senate, saying that they want to place sanctions against the CCP's members and officials who have been involved in the Uyghurs concentration camp, in the persecution of Falun Gong, but it hasn't happened yet. And so he says this should be made to the top attention of the Congress at Capitol Hill. The U.S. members of the House representatives and the U.S. senators should pay close attention to the CCP's crimes against humanity and place sanctions against those Chinese government officials. And so I also asked him that, what about the American lawyer? He said, in this country, people can choose anything to represent. I mean, you also have the freedom to represent Nazi or demon, because this is a free country. But ethically and morally, people want to choose to represent to represent the persecuted, to represent people who need the most help to defend their right.